Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, we are going to be discussing once again the upcoming live-action Ninjago movie and a certain idea for the movie that we've been talking about consistently over a few videos. And a lot of the negative reception that I've seen from the Ninjago community towards that idea, and why I feel like even though it might be a little bit conflicting to the Ninjago fanbase, ultimately it's a very realistic idea for many reasons. That, of course, being the whole idea of the upcoming live-action Ninjago movie, essentially just retelling the events of the pilots, but expanding on those events to make the pilot episodes a fully fledged movie. Again, some folks have been critical towards that idea for one major reason, that of course being that a live-action pilot retelling would be extremely boring. And to that, I totally understand why people would say that. Why are we remaking something when we already have it? But remakes in the form of movies, cartoons, etc., those have existed for a very long time. And very rarely are they one-to-one perfect remakes. There might be a lot of inspiration, but if the pilot episodes do get remade as a movie, obviously it's not going to be a direct remake. The pilot episodes in the context of the show only clock in at about 44 minutes in length. That would not be enough for a full theatrical live-action movie. They would need to make that nearly twice as long, so they could totally expand out the lore a little bit more, build up some certain character moments, again include various flashbacks that would help establish Ninjago history, and also, again, just make it infinitely more detailed. Like I've said in previous videos, I feel like the pilots work extremely well as a storyline for a movie already, which is why I believe the earliest Ninjago writers were hired to write this movie. It makes sense if this is a pilot retelling. Again, not a one-to-one remake, but a retelling, taking the events that we saw in the show, but elaborating on them more, to make the entire event feel more cinematic. We can elaborate on a lot of things that the pilot episodes either barely showed us or just hinted at. For example, the ninja establishing their bonds with their dragons and earning their dragon suits. The pilots never showed us that, because again, they were restricted by that very small runtime. This movie could elaborate on that more. So while some folks might consider it boring, I feel like instead it's a good opportunity to elaborate on that storyline that a lot of Ninjago fans love and have a lot of nostalgia for, which of course leads me on nicely to the next point here. I've seen some Ninjago fans say that remaking the pilots as a movie is a bad idea, just because of nostalgia. So let me make one thing very clear, there is nothing wrong with nostalgia. Might be a controversial hot take, but I feel like there is a way to at least acknowledge nostalgia without relying on it. We see a lot of movies actively rely on nostalgia as a way to develop their plot and even exist as a movie, but I feel like in the case of the live-action Ninjago movie, nostalgia would be extremely beneficial, because again, this is a Ninjago movie. The previous Ninjago movie did something entirely different and kind of paid the price for it. A lot of people felt like it was a good Lego movie, but not a good Ninjago movie. This new Ninjago movie has a chance to be more Ninjago than ever before. And by remaking the pilots, you are not only choosing to capture the attention of current Ninjago fans, you are also going to attract the attention of Ninjago fans that might not be fans anymore, but were back in the day. So all things considered, at least in my opinion, nostalgia is not a bad thing. Relying on it too much, sure, is a bad thing, and I'm sure this movie will have a lot of callbacks to the pilots and direct quotes, direct scenes. Again, the entire movie, though, would not be a one-to-one remake. If anything, if this live-action Ninjago movie does adapt the pilots, it'll pretty much just be, again, an adaptation, a retelling if you will, an improvement, all things considered. So me personally, if this live-action Ninjago movie ends up being a pilot retelling, I would not be upset with that. I think that would be a very good decision and a very smart decision. But leave all of your thoughts down below in the comments. As Ninjago fans, what exactly do you think about this possibility, and which side are you on? How do you feel about this live-action Ninjago movie potentially being a pilot episode retelling? Leave all your thoughts down below, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed this one, feel free to like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys again very soon. Peace.